In this video we are talking about how to accept your partner's past.
And some tips how to deal with your partner's sexual history.
Ahoj fighters!
And welcome to another relationship talk video with Simi and Danny.
In this series we are talking about any kind of relationship problems or questions coming from you.
Exactly, and except of this kind of videos we are also doing vlogs, couple challenges, live streams and
Couple podcasts.
a couple podcast called Small Talk and brand new Discord server for our community.
We are talking over there with you about different kind of topics, and if you want to check it out then check the links in the description below. We get a suggestion for this video from one of you guys on Instagram.
Exactly, one guy wrote us that he is irritated or jealous and feels somehow lost in the situation of his girlfriend having past relationships, and he asked us how
to deal with it.
How he should deal with it. We are not talking so much about the past things which are happened and still are valid, like someone can also have a luggage, let's call it like that, it's an ugly word, but there's a How I Met Your Mother episode about it. For example, you can have also a kid already from a past relationship, or maybe your partner or maybe to-be partner could be a criminal. And there are just a couple of things where you have to decide if you can handle it in a relationship, which we will exclude from this video now, because we think most of the time people have problems with actual past boyfriends, past sexual things, and so on.
Relationships.
So the first thing I want to say to that, because I think he also mentioned it there in his message, is that every single person is coming with a luggage, with a past, and you cannot put yourself out of it just because you didn't have relationships before. Because I think personally that even that could be for someone a problem.
Definitely, nobody is that pure and innocent and with no past, with no memories, and now born new creatures. So definitely every single person has something what the partner will deal with.
So of course there can be things like, I don't know, in someone's opinion you have too much experience, for example, or too many partners.
Yeah, definitely. Or you did some things what your partner is not liking, or he doesn't believe it's good things to do.
Or you want something from your partner because you know it that he did it before already in his past, but he doesn't want to do it now anymore.
Exactly. Or simply just that your partner changed and he did something bad in the past, let's say, and he wants a new fresh start and you are not giving it to him, and so on and so on and so on.
You love this person, of course, and you want to fix this. You don't want to have these things in your mind all the time. So we have a couple of tips which we also used in our relationship, I would say. We want to share with you, and maybe you will get something out of it.
Number one tip, and the most important tip we say every single time in our relationship talks: talk, be honest, communicate, conversation.
But what about things you maybe don't want to say from your past, and you better say let it fall over somewhere?
I would say do not do that.
Don't do that, it will come out once and then you have a big problem and maybe the trust is broken and the whole thing is broken. So just honestly talk about everything.
Yeah, I definitely think there should be no tips like what to say and what to not say to your boyfriend about your past. No, swipe that off the table. You are starting fresh new relationship with a fresh new person. Be honest. Of course you don't have to lay it on him directly on the first date, everything, okay? I mean, of course, but be honest, talk about it. If there is a situation that you have an honest conversation, then you can say, okay, look, this is what happened in my past, this is how I see it, how do you feel about it? Communicate.
Even if it is completely embarrassing for you or you just have a bad feeling about it, I mean, better say it right in the beginning, explain yourself, explain maybe why something happened or why you did some things, and if you want to change it or if you know, regret it, then it's completely fine, I think. But play with open cards because it will come out once.
Definitely. I mean, if you're counting with this person for a longer relationship and you really are into him or her, then it will come out once. Or if not, we're going to live with the feeling that you're hiding something from your partner, and I think that's nothing
It would
want.
freaking kill me. I think I have
like forever.
so bad feelings already with small things. I think I could not just not tell you something because it would just eat me from inside.
Yeah, that's not good
way
at
too
all.
bad.
What is like your number one tip?
I actually have it from you, and you told me once, the past is the past.
Oh yeah, that's the most important thing.
And what is something what calmed me down in the beginning, I have to say, is there is a reason I am not with my ex anymore.
Definitely, and that's the most important thing for me. You have to realize that in your head, because this natural instinct you have to be jealous, you have to evaluate it in yourself, and you have to realize logically with your brain that that is a past and there is a reason why it is a past.
And your partner is now with you, that's why he is your partner now. And it's also his choice to do that, and it's his choice to not be with the past relationship or in the past relationship anymore.
Yeah.
So I think this is like a knot in your head which you really have to open with this, because it really can help.
Yeah, because we are living in the modern world where most probably in the most countries in the world you already explore relationships. When you are a teenager, you have more partners, then you choose one, then you get married. That's how it works. And yeah, every single partner you had formed you somehow, and you took something from it, you learned something, you realized what you want, you realized what you don't want. I will not lie like, oh, you're the only person I ever loved, oh, you are the only person I found attractive, you are the only person that gave me good times in my life, because I mean, he knows it's a lie. I had long distance, I had a relationship before that were over 2 years and everything, and of course there had to be something good, and of course there had to be something what teach me something about myself, what I want to have in a relationship, and every single relationship is forming you.
Absolutely. And I made the same experience also. I learned what I actually want from a relationship.
Yeah.
I learned what I want in a woman, what kind of qualities, and so on and so on. So it's, I would also not want to just put that away, even though I would say some things I would like not to have experience, but it is how it is.
I mean, you make mistakes as a normal person. We also talk about our private examples maybe later on. Everybody makes mistakes and is learning from it. But for example, if I would now in my age find a partner that is telling me I am the only girl that ever was, let's say, sexy for him, or that ever was like keeping his attention, I would be like, okay, you either lie or you are out of your mind. I mean, like, I would not even trust him.
Because you cannot hold your partner responsible for things he did in the past when he didn't know you, and you can just not say, oh, you could not be happy or in love before me. Then it's not real, you know. Your now partner had a past where he didn't even know that you exist to that time.
That's very important to realize that how it could be your partner's fault if he didn't knew about it, that he will want to have a good, better relationship with you.
Yeah, and that he doesn't even know, don't like if he does that, or this, or that, you know?
Yeah.
I would say that everyone just should give every new relationship the trust, like it would be the first one maybe.
Definitely. And that is also hard, because if you have bad experience, for example, or your partner did something what you are completely not agreeing with, like let's say he was cheating before, or he sexually did something you are not agreeing with, let's say, it can be hard but you have to see it like that. Every new relationship is a fresh new start, and if you're not going to give that person new chance, then how he can even break your trust if you don't even give it to him firstly? Or how he should prove it that he will not break it?
Yeah. You have to somehow either accept it, forget it, but you
Or
have to
talk
do
about
something
it a
with
lot.
and give your partner new trust, because he is maybe fresh with his mind as well. He is formed by his last relationships and he want to change something. That's why he is with you and want to make everything better.
Maybe you could say some examples from our lives and explain on it a little bit.
Yeah. So how deep you want to go?
You will say something, you had problem about my past, and then the other way around, and we will tell them how we deal with it and how we solved it.
Wow, that's hard.
Can I start?
Okay. You can start if you want.
Danny asked his ex-girlfriend to marry him.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I was not really jealous about your ex-girlfriends that much.
Yeah.
But I was jealous about it that you asked her to marry. And I thought it's something special, but you should like really ask just that one and the right person, and that you, was engaged to her.
Okay, first of all, from my feeling, I was not engaged with her.
Yeah, that's what he always says.
Because I didn't even ask her really about it. It was more like written down on some photos and so on. And I gave her also a ring, but it is not like that. I kind of asked her, but for me it felt somehow not real. I don't know how to explain it. We didn't even tell it to our friends or family.
And then the next thing came that I had a problem with, because he was like, oh, it was not even serious. And then I was like, aha, so asking somebody to marry you is not serious for you?
Naja.
So when you will not ask me, it will be also not serious, and that's how like these stupid thoughts are coming.
That's crazy girlfriend thoughts, yeah.
No, it's not just girlfriend.
It's just about it how both sides see the situation and how serious both sides react to the situation.
Okay, so how did we solve this?
We were talking about it, I told you it was not serious and you have to trust me.
Yeah. Now, I have to say, it was a little bit harder for me like the other things, but I definitely had to realize that, you didn't knew me, and it's just something you cannot change.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I either accept it and live with it and trust you, or we are going to have a problem forever, and I didn't want it to have a problem forever, so...
Yeah. Absolutely, and also I could not change it anymore, because what's done, it's done.
Yeah. So now your problem with me.
Phew, I think I didn't have problems with you.
Nothing?
From your past. I don't know. Of course there were things like, I don't know, you had in a way sometimes the contact with your ex-boyfriends, for example.
Not really, but yeah.
Yeah, it was not such a big deal, I have to say.
I mean, they were sometimes in the group of friends where we met, like, we even met them sometimes together. It was not such a big deal.
Yeah. What would you say was something that bothered me about your past? Do you remember something?
No, yeah, there is one thing that I kind of did when I was young and stupid, and I regret it. I had my first boyfriend when I was 15. I started to be with him, and I was with him almost over 2 years, directly, my first relationship. Like super long, super serious, everything. And then of course I started to explore a little bit, and I mean, I loved him, it was cute and nice and everything was good, but I met this other guy, and then he was also nice to me, and then I was young and stupid, and I was like confused, and I didn't know which one I want to choose, and then I didn't want it to lose that one or that one, and then I was kind of like playing with them both together at the same time.
At the same time in the same room?
No. I was kind of, like for a moment, for a little short while, there was a time when I was not really broken up with the old one and not really together with the new one, but they were kind of like overlapping.
Okay, so that's what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, they knew about each other. They knew that there is another guy in the picture. And they also knew I cannot choose, and they were both trying for me. And I just think that I just made it harder for everyone that I could not choose.
Yeah, in my case, I have to say I didn't have such a big problem with it, because Simi really directly in the beginning told me about it, and that also happened, that she regrets it, that she thinks it was not fair, that she didn't like it, and that she also
doesn't want to do it again
because she grew up and she just made it an experience. She hated it and she doesn't want it anymore. So it was for me right from the beginning not such a big deal somehow.
Yeah, but it's nice from you, because some guys could be like mean about it. You kind of gave me a new fresh chance and I proved myself.
At least I hope so.
Stupid! Of course I did.
I believe you. I trust you 110%, to be honest. 120 maybe. In good days. Simi told me once that she's like, how should I know if you are not having a wife and children in Germany?
That was a joke. That was a joke. But really, how should I know?
But
because I mean,
you asked me. But Cutie, tell me honestly.
That was more a joke. It was not really serious. But I mean, you moved in here as a 27-year-old guy with
no luggage.
no luggage.
I had also good luggage. Guys, you see, it is about talking, it's also about forgiving, it's also about trusting and all this kind of things. And I have one example. I wanted to still say there are people who have maybe no luggage. And that's when someone gets together as college sweethearts and they're from 14 years together in a relationship till now. They have no other luggage, you have no other experience, and they are the real ones without luggage. But that's an exception, I think.
That's so not common.
If you think otherwise, then comment. Also, join the conversation wherever you want. You can write us on Instagram. Here's our Instagram. You can write us, of course, also on Facebook, on email, or join our little community on Discord. We would love to see you there. Introduce yourself and yeah, see more out of our life.
Definitely. Thank you for every single postcard from all over the world that you sent us to our PO box, and also thank you our amazing patrons.
Maria,
Vlad,
Tobias,
Aja,
and Robert. Thank you so much for your support. If you also want to support us, check out our Patreon site and you will be named as well in our videos. Thank you so much for watching. And see you next time. Simi and Danny Day every Thursday. New video.
Bye guys, stay strong, love you.
Ahoj!